It's me. It's Dom, but this is uncut. I'm starting to realize freedom is a lot more important to me than looking successful, especially at a super young age. Or maybe not. I don't know. And I'll probably bring up a couple points, and that will change you how you visualize what you see money or success, whatever it really, uh, what you look at it. Because a lot of us, most people, people who come from poor backgrounds, middle class backgrounds, not rich, right? They see success as nice cars, big houses, you know, 4 month, 3 month vacations, 2 week vacations, In reality, that's not, at least to me, that's not that's not success. To me, success and freedom are different. You know, I talk about the compound power of accumulation. Super, very powerful, very powerful. So, what I'm learning is that freedom, you know, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, as you please, not being under anyone's belt, watch, is sounds much more fulfilling to me than any status symbol, than anything. So obviously, I figured this out after getting my dream car and realized, and it fulfilled me. Realized it wasn't, it wasn't it. It was just a piece of metal. It was just something to get from point A to point B. Especially if I didn't have someone to drive it with. Now, one thing I can get, if you get something of that nature, it makes you arrogant. It makes you it makes you feel abundant. As guys, we tie a lot of our success to our financial value, to what we drive, to what we can provide, because that's natural biologically engraved into us. We're biologically engraved to provide, protect. We got that alpha mentality, and it did. It made me feel like I was hot. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel super confident, like, you know, stepping out. You know what I mean? And that's kind of engraved in me now from that because I achieved it. But it will make you. Extrinsic goes into intrinsic. This is why working on your body and fulfilling and feeling that you look good gives you a sense of arrogance and confidence that you deserve a girl, or you deserve something like high pristine of value. But once I got it and got it, just realized I was just alone in it. I got a lot of compliments from it. I got validation. Best believe that. Put up to the gym at 3 a.m. Guys, girl, I like your car. I'm like, damn, bruh, your whole girl is complimenting me about my car. And then the dude proceeded to show me something about a Snapchat filter, and he recorded a video clip of my car. I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's so cool. But I'm just like, wow. And it's just like, I can't think in that nature. My mindset is completely shifted because they don't see the type of work I put in to get the car, right? They didn't see the blood, sweat, tears. They didn't see the overnight, the 24, 48-hour shifts I was working to get this medal, right? No one sees the outcome of that. And so when you probably look at someone who's got it, like vet or something, they may be in debt. They may, but you didn't really see what they had to go through. You just automatically think, oh, they got it going on, right? With me, I figured out early on, yeah, it was nice, it was cool, but it didn't fulfill me, especially at getting it at a crucial time. And so maybe if it was a different time, maybe if I was a lot more secure, maybe if I was chilling, but I had to go through this to really understand the value of money, to really understand money and time, because there was like over probably 1,000 hours put into that car. Time, time is money, right? So when you think about buying stuff, think about how much of that money and how much time you're wasted of your life to get it. That car was worth so much, and it's just like I wasted all that. I didn't waste time, all right? I wasted time, but that's how much time I wasted to get that car, and time of my life hours. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, these people are going like 40, 30 miles per hour. But that's what it is. Sorry about that. And once I found out money won't fulfill me, car won't fulfill me, this is one of the things in Maslow's hierarchy, man. Self actualization. Y'all may not know about this, but this is what gives us a desire to like be more purposeful. Try to go. You could take 2 or 3 week vacation, and then after that, you're gonna feel unfulfilled because you're not doing anything. When people are unemployed, yeah, they're unemployed and they're getting benefits, but they go insane because they're not doing anything. We are natural workers. We naturally have to be occupied with something, working, providing value, and we get stuck in that loop. But when you're working for less or working for something that's like doesn't really give you a lot of freedom and you hate it, it's not worth it. And I realized early on that time that I put into that to get that, it just wasn't worth it. So it completely shifted my mindset about how money works. It completely shifted my mindset to how do wealthy people think? How do actual people who got money, who got freedom, peace, security, and their livelihood, how do they think? Because they don't waste hours of their day working, doing something they don't like doing, you know? They chill. Their money works for them. And you're not going to have this mindset. You may not have this mindset because it's just bills, 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 bills. I get it. But that's what you got to do. No one likes to do the long-term game. That car, even though, yeah, it was still a long-term game. It didn't come overnight. It was still a long-term game. And the long-term game, that's if you're not making a whole bunch, that's what you got to do. There's nothing else you can do. Is a long-term game. There's no get rich quick scheme. I promise there's not. And how you get there is you work on yourself and you build yourself and you get more knowledge and you learn more things and you stop consuming so much. I learned about minimalism and I started to get into it because I was already being frugal. Saving was already easy for me, you know? And so I dived into that and started realizing literally do not need anything. I could live off probably way nothing, right? And so that's what it is. And so I just started to branch away from that consumer mindset. This is such an American thing. Look at other nations, countries, Eastern, China is one of the hugest ones. Have that they save all their money. And that's what I found out. So I started putting more into all that stuff, whatever it may be. You know you're supposed to put 15%. This is literally what they want you to do. Like to actually retire like comfortably. If you have a good job, stable job, they say 15%. That's a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot. And for a lot of people it's not doable. And it's crazy to have a comfortable retirement, and it's just insane. And it's just how do you do that? You know what I mean? But that's why it goes all back to debt. That's the biggest liability. I'm telling you right now. You do not want to get trapped in that. Or literally you will lose years. You will lose years, valuable years, time of your life just being trapped in it. And no one sees this. No one sees this. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I see it clear and early on. And it would took a big loss. Oh, it took a big loss, right? But I still think of that loss as knowledge. It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt more if I don't do anything with it. If you let your pain dissolve you, destroy you, and you don't let it make you come up, then yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot more. So what am I gonna do? Sit around, let it be like, oh, I had this big amount of financial loss, right? No, I'm gonna change my mindset. I'm gonna change what I'm doing. I'm gonna change what I'm buying. I'm gonna change how I'm looking at social media. I don't look at it, you know. And so I've been through this big transformation because I know the survival from that upbringing. I know the struggle. I understand that. You're like, when are you supposed to live? You can do whatever you want, but just know, and before you start to buy something, think about, are you really going to enjoy it? Are you really going to use it a lot? Are you really going to, because otherwise it's just going to sit. It's just going to sit. And the less you have, in reality, the less you have, the more happy you're going to be, because you don't need to deal with so much, because you're not hoarding so much. More clean space for you, decluttering so much stuff. You don't need to worry about we're placing things in certain areas or placing things all over the place because it's all crowded. Look at your grandparents, look at your parents. They probably have so much useless stuff. They probably have a storage unit. There's no reason for a storage unit. I get it. You can accumulate so much things over a certain amount of time, but looking at my mindset and thinking, I'm never going to need a storage unit. Like, for real, that's just consumerism at its finest. You got a storage unit, you're paying. That's a liability. Like, be serious. And it kind of like makes me upset. And it's just, that's just how we're upbringed, right? We're upbringing to spend, to shop, to feel short-term dopamine. Whenever reality, that's not how you get rich or wealthy. It's not. And you know why they do it? It's because they want to hold you back. They want you to keep spending money whenever the economy is just getting worse anyway, inflated anyway. You're like, your dollar amount ain't gonna be worth anything. Hey, a couple million is still gonna be worth a couple million, or at least something very on later on, right? It's not nothing. It's not useless, and a lot of people don't get to that point. They don't even see anything, and then they work till they hit the clock, and it's just like, dang, that sucks. So self fulfillment, that's a big thing with me because I already know, and it's just now what I understood from what success and freedom looks like. It's just like, I don't need attention or validation from anyone because I developed the mindset of not caring anyway. And I understand people do not care anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if I can look at other people, I'm like, oh, that's good. That's cool for them. I'm glad for them, or I'm glad they're doing that or whatever. I wish them the best. I hope they achieve whatever they're trying to do. And then I don't care anymore because that's how we all are. That's how we're all wired, hardwired. So that's what I'm saying. Stop living in fear. Stop thinking about what other people think of you because they really don't care. Just like how you don't care, they really don't care. And that, I don't even know how that contributes to that, but that's really what it is. And that's why you put yourself in these areas, because you want to look good for others. Because as humans, we're social. As humans, we want to be a part of the pack, right? Don't be a part of the pack. Be different. When you're different, when you find out you start doing things on your own, you start attracting more people. You start building your own pack. People start wanting to come to you. People start wanting to ask you for advice. People start coming to you, and you're just like, I just been focused on myself, and that's what it is. That's the difference between success and freedom, to me, and my mindset shift and everything. And I went crazy on it. I know, but this is just some of the things you got to really look at for real, especially over a period of time. Yeah, not every day is promised. And yeah, I understand if you like nice cars or whatever, and that's like your hobby, man, good for you. Uh, man, bless up. But it's just like, no, it always depends on your lifestyle and what you want to do, you know? But at some point, you're gonna get to a certain age. At some point, you're gonna pay off that debt, and all that combined, that years, it's not worth nothing. At some point, you know what I mean? At some point, these days gonna clap and get to that point. It's endless. So it's just like, what is it for you? How are you? What kind of decisions are you making on the day to day bias basis that's gonna change your future? And I'm not saying be frugal, don't buy freaking this food every day because Dom said don't buy. No, bro, you need that. That's essentials. I'm just saying be more self aware, you know? Start looking to actual things that probably will benefit you with more freedom and more purpose and more peace than just giving yourself more of a headache, just crowding more space in your home and just thinking you and like, man, women are probably the worst with this because they always have so much. They always have so much. You know what I mean? I mean, guys too, but you really see it a lot with women. And we just keep so much, and it's just, bro, a lot of the stuff we don't need. I promise you don't. Like, I was going through this thing with my storage because I was making a ton of videos in 4K, and I just deleted like everything. So much memories just wiped away. So much stuff. I did have a little backup, right? The little iCloud backup, but I just don't care. I just didn't care because it's really like how is it gonna help me, or like that's cutthroat, but it's also just like I'd rather look forward into the future than look in the back, because everything in the back, you're comparing yourself back then, you know. So it's just like, if you can forget it and not worry about it, and it's away from your mind, then it's really not important. Then you really don't need it. So that's how it is for me, and that's how my mindset shift and what success and freedom looks like. I promise. So I'm gonna tear this up and y'all get back to it. Hey man, if you got some wisdom impact from this, I'm glad. At least a little bit out of your day. If you even watched the video, whole video, but more to come, more wisdom from me, and just more soaked up. That's what it is. This is uncut. Yes, sir.